Welcome to the garden shop. In this video I want to show you one of our garden conditioning products, and here it is in front of us. It's the garden lime. So I'll just lift the bag up and show you what you're getting. So we have here is a 25 kg bag. I don't know if you can pick that up there. It's called garden lime, and it's used to condition soils to improve and raise soil pH levels or to reduce soil acidity. So if you have a very acidic soil, this is something that you would add to it to reduce the acidity of the soil and to make it more alkaline. So what you're getting here, as I said, is this plastic bag. It has 25 kgs, and that's enough to cover about 250 square meters. So I'm just going to turn around to the back now and show you what it says on the back of the packet. So it's kind of heavy bag, so I'll just flatten it out. So on the back end you can see that it has a number of instructions. We have here how to use, also advice on application rates, storage, and also safety regulations. And it would be advisable that if you are using garden lime that you should wear gloves before using it. So the product itself is a product by J. Arthur Boards, and it's it's a great product. It's a soil conditioner and it has many uses in the garden. So what would you use this for? Well, firstly, as I said, it's to reduce the acidity of the soil, or in other words, to raise the pH of the soil. You'll find that a number of garden plants, the majority of garden plants in fact, like an alkaline soil. So therefore, if you are maybe even the west or the south east of Ireland, you might find you have a more acidic soil. A product like this will make your soil more suitable for growing alkaline liking plants, which is the majority of garden plants. Also, your vegetables would also like a neutral pH, a pH of around 6.9, 7 or 7.1. So again, adding lime to your soil will help bring your soil up in pH, making it more alkaline, more neutral as well. So otherwise, other uses then, it has other benefits in that it improves the workability of soil. In terms of if you have a very heavy clay soil, it helps the particles bind together better to give a more friable, textured soil. So it's been used for many years in the garden for a number of different purposes. It also contains two types of nutrients in it. It's made up of both calcium and magnesium, and both calcium and magnesium are very important elements for plants. Calcium is important just for general plant processes, and magnesium is important in development of foliage and roots. So that's it. Other things it does, it also helps the nutrient uptake of nutrients into the roots of plants from soils. So again, adding lime to your soil will help improve nutrient uptake for the roots. So there you go. It has so many different benefits and uses in the garden. Of course, if you already have a limey soil like you'd find in the Midlands of Ireland, where we're on a limestone parent rock, you probably won't need to add lime to your soil. The soil will already be quite alkaline, so no need for lime in those gardens. Again, in more boggy soils, acidic soils of the west coast of Ireland and the southeast of Ireland would require the addition of lime to improve the soil acidity levels. So application rates then, well, this is a 25 kg bag and it gives you about 250 square meter coverage. If you're doing it on a small scale like a vegetable plot, you're looking at adding about 3 handfuls or 100 grams per square meter. When you're doing this, it's always best to apply it in autumn time, so it can break down over the winter months in the soil and not cause any harm to the plants or insects. So again, apply best in autumn time. The next thing then is when you're adding it to the soil, it's important that you work it down close to the roots of your plants, because once lime is in the soil, it's not very mobile, it doesn't move around. So your best thing to do is work it down into the soil using a garden fork. As always, when you're using garden lime, it's best to wear gloves when using. So I think that's everything regarding application. I suppose if you have a very acidic soil, you want to apply it every year. If you have a neutral or normal soil, application of lime every 4 years would be sufficient. I think that's it. So that's the product. It's garden lime. It's a product available on the gardenshop.ie.